to want to be alive to heaven. And that's not possible. All right, welcome again to Sales Pro Conference 2025. Put your hands together for yourself. So it's more like this. Okay. Don't mind me, I like a lot of action. So today is going to be like we're going to be lecturing. Me, I have a lot of motivational aspect to my life. So I like to inspire and motivate people. And but the way this particular one is designed is more like a master class. So we'll be doing a whole lot of explanation and just infusing a few of motivation and inspiration also into it. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to be talking to you today about what I've entitled 10 things customers will never stop buying. 10 things customers will never stop buying. Um, so, one of the things you must understand about customer is that a customer, human being, all right? Or is there a customer that is not a human being? Maybe government. Hmm? But that government, there's a human being making the decision, all right? Institutions, there's a human being behind the institution. Organization. It's not that you cannot design the product before looking for the customer, but anytime you are designing any product, the customer must be at the center of your design so that whatever you are now going to design will be useful for the customer in product design. Now, there are some institutions who have designed things that we did not even know anything about. But when they finished designing it, they took into consideration our psychology. So they started putting it. When did you start hearing about AI? Hmm? AI. Last year? Eh? Last year. That's when it became very obvious, very popular. But I hope you know that when it comes to AI, AI has been in existence for the last maybe 10, 15 years. We have been hearing about artificial intelligence in the last 10, 15 years, and people have been telling people, start preparing for it. There's going to be robotics, there's going to be artificial intelligence, there's going to be all kinds of, um, virtual reality and all of that. But a lot of us did not give too much attention to those things until they came. Now, as at the time they were talking about it, it wasn't a big deal. But you know what they kept doing? They kept painting it in your face. They kept pushing it in your face. They kept pushing it in your face. I saw something yesterday. A particular church wanted to organize a special program, and they advertised on a sheet of paper that a pastor has defrauded the church, used the church money to buy something, maybe Ferrari or something, that you should scan to check how the pastor did it. Both believer and unbeliever, they were scanning. And immediately they scanned, the next thing that will appear will be the video of the pastor. The pastor will say, yes, you just scanned because you want to see what happened to me. You want to see how I defrauded the church. Just to tell you, first of all, I did not defraud the church. But because you have scanned, this is what I want to tell you. This is what I want to tell you. What are they doing? They looked at the psychology of people to design what they did. I don't know this example I want to use. Let me use a better example so that we're in a tush class. And I'm not that tush. I just package myself. Have you ever seen in our country where they will say, do not pour refuse here? And where they say don't pour refuse, that's where there is refuse. And you're wondering, but they wrote there, don't pour refuse here. The psychology of human beings is that when you say a human being should not do something, that's when they want to do it. If you write your house, you get out boxes and you put on the boxes, don't open, don't open, don't open. Hmm? And you keep it somewhere. Just keep it where your children will see it. The first day they will come, don't open. They walk away. The second time they will come again, don't open. What is inside this don't open? Why should we not open it? And all of a sudden, one day, you stylishly open it just to check what is there. It's the psychology of man. So, one of the major subjects that you must understand is the psychology of your customers. If you understand it, then you can build product around it that can captivate your customers, and you'll be wondering why they are buying from you. It's just because you have activated the psychology of selling. So one of this particular session, that's what we want to deal with. The psychology of selling. What is it that every customer will never stop buying? That when you implement it, the customer will constantly want to be a part of it. So number one, every customer likes quality service. Every customer like quality service. And I will give you experiences. I ordered a particular gadget from Amazon. And you know that Amazon has affiliate people who are like affiliate marketers listed on Amazon. So there are things you buy. Let's welcome Dr. Sunday Olorunshe. You're welcome. So there are things you buy that is not necessarily Amazon selling it to you. Yes, it was from the platform you bought it, but it wasn't necessarily Amazon selling it to you. So I bought this particular gadget, and by the time I got back, in fact, I didn't open it while I was in Canada. I brought it down to Nigeria. By the time I sent it to the people that was going to use it, they opened it, and what was inside was disturbing. The product was not inside, it was something else that was inside. I don't want to tell you what is inside, what was inside. And I was like, wow. So I contacted Amazon and told them that, look, the products that you guys sold to me, this was what was inside, and you need to do something about it. And they told me they were going to investigate it and they were going to get back to me. Now, they did their investigation and did everything. And all of a sudden, they told me that my account has been credited. By the time I went to check, my account was credited. Amazon Canada. Not. Have you ever gone to buy something from Alaba? In fact, let me tell you one, one experience. I went to buy the thing. As I finished buying the thing, I was just coming out of the man's shop to discover there was a little defect. And I took it back. I just discovered this thing. He said, oh, we didn't know. You sure that it was like this when you bought it? I said, I have not gone anywhere now. I've not used it. I just bought it now. He said, there was something written on the receipt. Goods bought under good condition cannot be returned. I said, this one was not under. He said, but you did not see it when you were buying it. I said, but I just left your shop. What is that? That's poor service. Poor service. Every customer is looking forward to being, put on a level where they can be, I'm looking for the right words now, valued. They love quality service. So one of the things you must do constantly in your selling is to invest in quality service. And get to know this. Customers don't buy product, they buy the producer. How many of you have an iPhone here? Hmm? You have an iPhone? Am I the only one that have an iPhone? You have an iPhone. Can I see your iPhone? Okay, iPhone. Okay. So after this session, all the iPhone users, let's gather where we used to gather and celebrate. But why do you have iPhone? Do you have iPhone because of the quality of the phone? Hmm? Quality of the phone? The producer? Because it's Apple, not Guava. You are certain that it's going to give you what you want. There was one day, um, Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, called a meeting of all his associates and sat them down and said he wanted them to have a discussion. And the question he asked them was, what do we sell in Apple? So they said, yeah, we sell computers. He said, computers? Really? No. Some other people say, no, we sell phones. No, at that time, they have not started doing phones. They were doing iPods, and all of that. He said, we sell music gadgets. He said, no. So they kept suggesting, and nobody mentioned the real thing they were selling. And Steve Jobs said, no, that all those things are just the product's design. But the real thing that we are selling is that we are selling status. We are selling feeling. People will carry Apple product and the way they feel about it. For most people who use Android, you can't be talking and be doing like this. You can't really do it as much because you understand. But for those of us who are iPhone users, we can be talking and we are using iPhone to illustrate. You ask somebody for a direction. You say, okay, hold on. My brother, actually, I'm going to Ikeja. You are going to Ikeja? Okay. You see, where you are now, if you move like this, and you just move, just to show you that I'm using iPhone. You go for businesses. Your phone is in your pocket. The moment you sat down, you brought it out and dropped it on the table. What are you doing? You are showing status. See, I have both Apple and Android. But see, there are some features that I even feel that they are better on Android. But how can I stop using Apple? Quality service, the way they make me feel, the way I feel in a room when I enter and I'm carrying Apple. I wanted to change my tablet. I saw a particular tablet done by, maybe it was Samsung that did that particular tablet. No, I think it's that Samsung or Microsoft. I think it was Microsoft. As in, the feature is crazy. But Apple, especially the one they bite, that one that they bite, it makes me feel good. But you know something? I have used Apple product now for many years. It was Dr. Sunday that first started using Apple those days. He was trying to convince me. I said, hey, Mabegi, I'm not an Apple person. I'm an Android person. Leave me with my Android. But the first Apple phone I used, that phone is still operational till today. As in, the phone is still alive till today. The first Apple phone is still alive, still functional till today. I've not sold any of my Apple phone. All of them, I have them. The first iPad, I've changed iPad upon iPad. I still have all of them, and they are still very okay. Why am I advertising for them? But I'm teaching you something. That quality products, every customer looks for it. So why won't I go and look for Apple? I will go and look for them because of what? Quality. So for your customers, They are not really buying the product. They are buying the quality service that you deliver to them. They are buying the quality, attention that you give to them. So if you are somebody who want to really sell, then you should begin to invest in the psychology of your customers, getting to know what they like. And the thing about people is that there are things that you can never go wrong with most customers. It's the same thing with everybody. What happened? It's my back. You can't go wrong with that. Good day, sir. God bless you. You can't go wrong with that courtesy. You can't go wrong. Respect. You can't go wrong. How many of you here, you don't like respect? When somebody respects you, say, why you respect me? Don't respect me again. Except for when some men want to misbehave. Say, baby, family wrong. Call me by my name. That's not what we're talking about. Everybody wants to be respected. So when you give respect to your customers, you are tapping into their psychology. A particular very wealthy man was always giving people things. And this particular young man appeared before him and gave him a gift. And he was like, all through my life, people have always stood to collect from me. But you came and you wanted to give me. He collected the gift and wrote a check for the guy. So your customers, they are human beings and they are emotional beings. If you can tap into their emotions, you can get them to do things that most people will not get them to do. Number 2. Ease of doing business with you. Simplicity and convenience. You can never go wrong with it. I don't know if you have ever done business with some people, and just the process of activating whatever product you want to buy, whatever service you want to engage in, is so cumbersome. They will say, bring this form, you fill, bring that form, you fill. You kept on filling form and you were tired. Like, what is it now? What are we buying? What are we subscribing to? Especially when you want to deal with government institutions. They take you through every bureaucratic process that is tiring. So one of the things you want to even do is that you want to look at many of the processes that are associated with the product that your customer wants to buy from you and see how you can simplify it. You want to open an account, all right? And there are like 5 different forms and they are common information. Who says you cannot simplify it for them? These days now, we have gone into tech so that we'll be able to simplify many of these things. So every time you are dealing with a customer, look at how you can reduce their stress, ease of doing business, how easy it is for them to do business with you. So every customer will constantly value convenience, value simplicity. They will value that stress that you take away from them. If patronizing you will become more stressful for them, they would rather patronize somebody else that can make it easy for them. There are people who give their customers stress. We're in the UK. We just came back from the UK, from the Europe and the Europe tour. And one of our key people in the UK was telling somebody else how he met us. And he said there was one particular guy who was one of our sales guys in the organization. That he was just searching for real estate companies in Nigeria and he stumbled on the guy's profile. And he reached out to the guy and the guy started talking to him. But that all other real estate companies that ever spoke to him, they were always putting him under pressure. So when are you paying? When are you paying? When are you buying? When are you doing it? When are you transferring the money? Have you transferred the money? He said, but this particular guy was just working on his psychology. He would just come and greet him. One time he will come and say, is there anything I can do for you? What do you want to do for me? It's not market you want to sell. He said that guy did it to the point where he called the guy and said, come, oh, you don't want money. As in, you don't want to sell? He said, I want to sell. But that my bosses did not teach me to be pushy on people. There is a way to be pushy on people and not be pushy. That one does more than the one that people say, where is the money? Where is give me the form? Where is it? Take it now. Some of us will attend some churches and they say, violent, take it by force. And we get back and say, take it now. Give it to me. So, but this guy was busy programming the guy. This particular man has bought several properties from us just by somebody working on his psychology and ensuring that there's ease of doing business. Some of you, your customers will ask you some questions. You say, go and read it on our website. Your responsibility is to go and gather those information, put them in an easy format, and send to him. Maybe call him, say if he has 1 or 2 minutes, you can do an explanation, or you send a voice note explaining it. Just make it easy for him. While I'm driving, I can be listening to your voice note. But if you send me to your website, I can't be listening to your website while I'm driving or reading things on your website. So how easy are you making the job? How easy are you making it for them? Because if I get in contact with you and my life does not get easier, then you are part of my problem. When I'm praying in church and I'm casting away my problems, you are part of the people I should be casting away. So you are there to make the job easy for the customer. I don't appreciate people who, when they go out of a door, they bang the door. What it means is that you must be very conscious of your entry into every customer's life and your exit. Even if you are going to exit in such a way that tomorrow the customer will come back and say, I still like the kind of experience you gave me. We had a challenge with a particular customer who most of the things that happened was actually, in fact, everything was his own fault. And we're still willing to go all the way with him. Until the customer himself now came one time. And that was the only customer that we had to say, security, please come and help us. Bang! Broke our table when he was banging the table. It was later on we got to know that there was something wrong psychologically. You get what I'm saying? But even that customer till today will still feel very comfortable with the way we treated the matter. That kind of matter. Some people will say, no, beat him up, scatter his head. No, because the way you walk into a customer's life matters. The way you walk out matters. Because never say never. You can say, I will never need the customer until the day the customer becomes the governor of your state. And that's when you are doing business and you now say you want to see your phone. You say, see, you only see, you know. See what? And you can say the person can never get to anywhere. Go and check most of people who are there. Some years ago, they were nowhere. And today they are somewhere. So you must ensure that you protect the entry and the exit of whatever you are doing with the customer. Make the work easy for them. It will pay you much more. Strategically design business system that can maximize friction. Any friction, minimize friction. Any friction is the process of transactions and ensure that your customers are able to get a seamless flow when it comes to business transaction. Simplify their experience. Look at the key factors of what they require and ensure that they get those key factors. And in some cases, some of us give work to our customers. We give them, say, don't worry, feel everything, do everything. They are the one that will do everything. They are the one that will check all the information by themselves. They are the one that will tick all the boxes. They are the one that will still pay you your money. At the end of the day, you are not making the work easy for them. Why did we decide to go the tech way? It was because we wanted to ensure that we make it very easy for most customers to patronize us. So customers will always buy from people who make the work easy for them. to go and design a way to make that work easy for your customers, to make transaction with you easy for your customers. Even if the product you are selling requires some work, simplify it for the customers. All right? Number 3 is every customer is looking for speed of delivery. Every customer wants speed in delivery. They don't want you to waste their time. So you must design an efficient way of responding promptly to customers. There was a particular company I wanted to buy something from yesterday. And while I was talking to my wife, I just said, let me call them. Immediately, I chatted them on WhatsApp. And somebody responded to me. I thought it was AI that was responding to me. So I asked a specific question. And the person responded again. I said, this is good though. And before I knew it, the question I asked, the next question I asked, the person called me. The person said, can I call you? I said, go ahead. And the person called me and we started discussing. I love that speed of delivery. It made me, I just told my wife, I said, these people are serious business people. The speed of delivery showed me that they are, they are at the top of their game. Customers will always appreciate speed of delivery. One of the things that we fight with our system so hard to ensure that we institute it is how to respond to customers fast. And these days of living in a globalized world, is that people, while you are sleeping, some people are awake. So some people will be relating with you based on their own time of being awake. For instance, now, right now, what's the time now? This is 12. This should be like 7 a.m. in Canada. So it means that if your customer were to be in Canada, they will still be sleeping or just waking up by now. And by the time you go and sleep by maybe 11, 12, they will still just be in their evening, just trying to cool off. So you must design a way to ensure that you are able to reach them. So designing things in your WhatsApp, like saying that, okay, when people send you message, there's a prompt response that responds to them, is one of the tools you can use. And these days now, there are a lot of AI tools that one can deploy to help you represent you, first of all, within that space before you now get to attend to the customers. There are people that your customer will call you. And when you are now available to call them, you flash them. In today's world, that is, give me an English. That is, borrow me English, I will give you after my session. Eh? That is totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. You now flash them. When they now call you back, you say, I didn't have credit. That's why I flash you. You didn't even pretend that it was network. You know, I didn't have credit. That's why I flashed you. No, totally unacceptable. There was somebody that I called a particular time, and when I got back to when I got back to the person, I said, "But I called you." He said, "Yes, I saw the missed call. You know, I couldn't call back because of this and that." And I said, "I know that's not acceptable in this kind of world. You can't be a business person and somebody will call you, even if it means that you have to just deny yourself of some pleasure to ensure that you have the tool of communication constantly with your customers." So customers love speed. How fast are you able to respond to your customers? So continuously review and standardize the speed of service. Feedback. Use a very competitive feedback mechanism, to be able to get very good feedback from your customers. Because when you delay, there are two things that happen. Number one, anytime you delay, trust is being depleted. I was with somebody day before yesterday, and his phone kept ringing. Is somebody into financial transactions and all of that? His phone kept ringing. And at a particular time, he now told me that he needs to take this particular car. I said, please go ahead. I understand the industry. Somebody gave you money and said, please help me transfer the money to this person. And 3 hours later, they have not seen the money. They are not calling, you are not picking. They now call you the second time, you did not pick. They now send you a message, you did not respond. In Nigeria. That's what they will start feeling. That, what has happened, though? Especially if they are now patronizing you for the first time. If they are patronizing you over time, they probably will be able to say, okay, that's how he does, he will respond. But if that is what is happening, it can get the customer agitated. The second one is that if I'm always struggling to transact with you, there's always this long time span for you to respond back to me. I will begin to look for alternative, for someone who can deliver faster. You know, they say slow and consistently win the race, but it's a lie. In this world now, it's not slow and consistent. So it is fast and what they call it? Somebody say fast and furious. Fast and consistent. That's what wins the race. So now you have to be fast. You can't afford to be slow and say, don't worry, slow and steady. One day I will get there. No. People who are fast will take business away from you. There were things that were relevant 2-3 years ago. They are no longer relevant now. Imagine you were doing slow to get to the race. So it has to be very fast, very efficient. Every customer buys speed. There's something that most of the advanced countries do, and I love it so much. One particular time, I changed my line, and I wanted a new line. And I spoke to the telecommunication company, and they told me that they were going to get the line across to me in 5 working days. To me, I felt, okay, 5 working days, no problem. I think I can manage. And I told the lady, can't you guys do like 3 working days? He said, oh, okay, that they will try, but I should just have it in mind that she told me 5 working days, but they will see what they can do. In less than 24 hours, I got my SIM. You know what they call wowing customer? I was wowed, like, wow. Maybe now I understand the system. When they wow me like that, I still feel good. But maybe I understand this, but it's always something that customer will always buy. The person who is able to deliver fast. So in this particular era that we are, nobody is looking for slow motion. Everybody is looking for how fast it is. And my sister here has said it is fast and furious. You know, they want to get it now. Everything is now instant transfer, instant food. I said one time that there will come a time where you can download food from the internet. Can you remember how many years ago I said that thing? We are getting there with AI. You just tell ChatGPT, I want to eat continental dishes. And you say, where is your printer? And you just plug it. And the food will be printed and downloaded to you. What I'm telling you, it looks crazy, Abby. I don't know whether many of you will be alive to witness it, but it will happen. That's how fast people want it. Don't you feel that will be a good one? No? It's just that you'll be afraid to eat the food. That this food was not grown in the, Now, these days, they are talking about vertical farming. People are still looking for, I want to buy 5,000 hectares of land. You don't need 5,000 hectares of land to be productive. You don't even need to wait for the season of the fruits. You can produce fruits within 30 days. It's only in Nigeria that you don't get to buy mango after mango season. When I travel abroad, mango is always available in all season. Banana always available, plantain always available. Now I told them to buy plantain. They say plantain is scarce. You know what is plantain is scarce? Fast and consistent. And nations that have integrated that into their system, they are leading. They are leading. So one of the things you must do is you must implement that in your business to ensure that you design system to ensure that customers get feedback, get whatever they want from you as fast as possible. Every customer will always buy speed anytime, any day. Number 4, every customer wants relationship. creative relationship. Because the first thing the customer buys is you, not your products. So because of that, relationship is more important to the customer than the product. I want to ask you this question. Have you ever had challenge with some customers and you were afraid of what they are going to do, and by the time you go there, you say, don't worry, leave it, let it go. And you're wondering, sir, but you say, no, let it go. What was playing out? He's not just the kind of person. Sometimes it's relationship. In most cases, it's relationship. If Dr. Sunday Olorunsheyi, for instance, some of you don't know that he's a farmer. If, for instance, I bought one or two farm produce from him, or maybe I bought chicken. Chicken is one that they have killed. Fowl. I bought fowl from you. And by the time the fowl got to me, it was already dead. Will I not say, Sunday! No, I want to say this. Now, if it was somebody else that sold it, I probably would have that kind of reaction. I will not have, but somebody will have that kind of. But because it was him, what I just do is to pick my phone and say, when they deliver the tip. Sometimes difficulties we're having with customers is because we have not established the right relationship with them. There are things that they can let go for you, and I'm not saying that you should be a mediocre person, but there are things that they can let go for you because of relationship. There are things that you can present to them that they won't bother going to check because of the relationship they have with you. I was telling him when we're coming back that he is the only one that can give me something when I'm traveling to say, please let me take this, and I won't check it. Why won't I check it? I know him now. We have a relationship. So if he gives me something bad, it means I know he will not do it. You understand that kind of a thing? So relationship protects you. For some of you, think that relationship is a burden. Yes, it might be a burden if you don't see the other side of it. If you see what can come on the other side of relationship, you will maintain good relationship. Fear people who don't respect relationship. I have been in a transaction where many years ago, went to buy land somewhere in the east. And while we're just talking about the entire land, the person who was the main agent walked in. And I said, hey, so they said this is the person that wants to buy the land. I greeted him. And I said, okay, yeah, so where's the money? I said, my brother, it's not about money. That let's establish relationship first. He said, no money, no relationship. Immediately he said, no money, no relationship. I just knew that the transaction is zero. We are not going to transact. I said, okay, so you don't value relationship. He said, what are we doing relationship for what? If there's no money, there's no relationship. Give me money and we can relate. And I said, okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. We hereby leave this transaction. And I left it. And to be sincere, the people that eventually bought that particular site, their high seeing when. Because you can see it. Anybody that does not value relationship, fear them. People who can damn consequences, say, damn you, to hell with you. I don't give a damn about you. Then that's like the worst. But I'm also talking about having that kind of system where you get to nurture relationship. There are people today that you are selling to that may not afford to buy what you are selling. But in 2-3 years' time, they will be able to even afford to buy your entire company. But some of us, because they were not buying, we let go of the relationship. Now they can now buy. We are now looking for their number. Mudeni number, but boy, you. And I have this guy's number. Where did I keep it? Relationship is very important. Build quality relationship with your customers. Build quality relationship with stakeholders who are involved in your business. We're still in a meeting a few days ago, of a particular person we did transaction many years ago. The transaction went wrong and we're trying to mend it at a particular time. And when we start there, the kind of attention he gave us is not based on whatever transaction we have done with him. It's based on the kind of relationship we have kept over the years. And right there, something also happened to him that he was now commending about somebody who did something for him based on relationship. Relationship is everything in selling. The person who relates more will most likely have more sales than the person who don't. You know what they call chop and clean math in Nigeria? Many of us are used to it. Once you have made the sales, you abandon the client. The customer is no longer relevant. You abandon the customer. So set system in motion to be able to have the kind of relationship. Strong relationship matters a great deal. Foster consistent and exceptional communication. One of the ways to ensure that you constantly relate is to communicate. When your customer does not hear from you for a very long time, all he hears from you is whenever there is sales to be made. That's when you remember the customer. It's a very wrong way. There is a particular guy, he's an insurance guy, many years ago. He came to market insurance to me, and I told him, I said, I'm not buying any insurance. At that time, the cars we were using didn't need insurance. You know, there are some cars that you are driving. You wonder that, what am I insuring? If they steal this car, you know, so those cars didn't need insurance then. And we're in the process. But you know what this guy kept doing? Every month, he will send me greetings. This one is not even broadcast, though. He will coin it and put my name there. He will send me greetings. Every month, he was doing that. Eventually, we grew to the point where we could buy cars that needed insurance. Guess who we called? The person who kept in touch. Relationship is very deep. You cannot play down on it. A good relational person will always have access where people have rejections. Relationship can open doors, oh, great doors. Some people, the way you even treat people is very important, though. The gate man is not less important than the boss in the office. Oh. The receptionist may they not frustrate you when you are coming to see the boss, and they kept telling the boss is not around or the boss is busy, and say, tell him that I'm available, and he will go and ease herself, come back and say, I've told him, and you are there waiting. I remember a particular story of a man who went to see a very highly placed person, and when he got there, he went to the reception. He was doing official. I'm here to see Dr. Da Costa Yeboah. So, okay, you are here to see him. Do you have an appointment? Yes, I have an appointment. Okay, please sit down. And he sat down. He said, I will inform him that you are around. While he was sitting there, there were two of them. While he was sitting there, they saw another set of people came. I want to see doctor. Tell doctor, I want to see doctor now. Now I say, okay, hold on. I'll go and tell doctor. And they went inside. And doctor said, call him in. The person that was sitting there. No, you went official now. You went to say, I am here to see Dr. Da Costa Yeboah. And they kept him there for hours. People kept going in and coming out. Until when he now gave himself brain and said, come, oh, like something is wrong somewhere. He now went to the lady and he said, look, I want to see doctor. Now, I want to see doctor now. They said, hey, you don't want to see doctor now? Okay, don't worry. Doctor will see you now. That was how he was able to go in. That's how he would have stayed there for a very long time, because one of the things you must understand is that when it comes to relationship, observation is very important. Being very observant to know what does this person like? How does this person relate? What obtains around this place? So you not just go to a place and just go and begin to do official when you can just go the relational way. I want to see Dr. Amos Da Costa Yeboah. They say, sit down. The person will say, I want to see doctor. They say, enter. Because you don't know how to relate, but they know how to relate. Relationship, very powerful. There are doors that many people are knocking. You are knocking on the door, nobody's open. You are knocking on the door, nobody's open. Somebody just comes, open the door, and walk in. My door now, for you to enter my office, you need to pass the first reception, Abi. Pass the second reception. All right? Then when you get to my door, it needs access code for you to enter. But sometimes I see people that I was not expecting enter my office. I did not give them appointments. And I'm wondering who did the job. You want to see the boss? See the boss outside. My driver has more access to me than some people. Because why? We sit on the same car every day. So sometimes when you want to see me, my driver may be a good person. But that's, you may not see I may not listen to him. So I will not tell you the person. But what am I saying in essence? Never look down on people. People are the ladders you need to climb up. Never look down on people. It might be the lowest person in that organization. They say, don't worry. It was not a maid. Time is gone. Okay. Was it not a maid that told a general that there is one person that can treat his leprosy? It was a maid. It was a maid. Imagine that he said, come on, shut up, your man, come and get out. He would die of leprosy. Relationship. Very powerful. Opens doors that knowledge will not open. Intelligence will not open. You are very intelligent, but yet you don't have access to people. You are very intelligent. To see the governor, anybody here can see governor. All you need is 4 people. Know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows the governor. Simple. If I hear right now, if you want to see the governor, you only have, so if you know me, I know somebody who can take you to the governor. Simple. Simple. So when you are looking at somebody, don't look at the person. Look at what is behind the person. Look at the leverage that you can take advantage in the person. And one of the very key of building relationship is giving. People get into the relationship to take. They don't want to give. Many people. So when you say you know somebody, let the person know you. You should be more particular about people who know you than people you know. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because people you know may not know you. There are many people that have taken picture with me. Somebody one day was chatting me, say, you are my mentor. I say, hey, where did I mentor you? He now sent me picture of me and him, stamping picture. I say, so that's how I mentored you. Okay, no problem. I can't remember. He said, I gave him my number. I said, I give people my number a lot. A lot. It's before I used to hide number. Now I'll give you one my number, take. I will give you number. Give me that number you want. I'll give you number. But he knew me, but I didn't know him. So it has to be mutual. And giving gifts is one of the ways to assess relationship. Giving. And it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't even have to be physical thing. It can be encouragement. It can be prayers. It can be information that you are always looking for the well-being of the person. The gift of a man will make way for him. You have to service relationship, or else you probably will not be able to. You probably will not be able to take advantage of most of the relationships that are available. So every customer will always buy relationship. They just don't want to buy the products. They want to buy the person who is selling the products. Number 5, every customer will always buy trust and reliability. The fact that they can trust you and they can rely on you is one thing that you can never go wrong with any customer. And you see, trust does not mean that things will not go wrong. Trust means that even when things go wrong, you are there, bearing the burden with the customers. We have had challenges you can't do real estate business and not have challenges. It's impossible. For those of you who are interested in doing real estate business, welcome to challenges. There is challenges. It's rewarding, but it's also very challenging. Even to today, we're still discussing, Abi, and we're talking about one particular challenge. There are challenges. All right? So, but one of the things that we always will do with our customers is that, Siko, we'll be with you all the way. We will not abandon you. We'll be with you all the way. Every solution we can find, we'll look for it and offer you. Every solution. You buy property from us, we will ensure that one way or the other, your property will get to you. What is that? Trust. Reliability. There are things that some companies may be doing better than us. But you see, most of our customers has come to realize that this one, no matter what happens, your property will get to you. You know, we have had a particular property that we have been fighting the course in the last 8 years. We've been fighting the course in the last 8 years. And this year, last year we won the course. Oh, you people are supposed to clap now. Now, what did we do? For most customers who say, I cannot wait, we offer them another location. To say, look at all our locations, choose anywhere you want. We will do plus and minus and we'll allocate to you. More than half of our customers who bought into that project have moved to many of other locations. And we have been able to solve the problem. Now, for those of you who waited, I was telling some of our guys, I said, look, we are going to compensate them for waiting. For waiting, they will have a better deal than the people who will now come and say, want to buy. You want to buy that property that has been in the market for 8 years. You know what appreciation would have gone. And we say, for the people who waited, they are going to have an advantage. What is that? It is trust. We're building trust. We're building reliability. It doesn't mean that things will not go wrong. But where were you when the things went wrong? You know, there was one particular guy who was dealing with our mentor, and he went to buy some properties. He bought from the wrong people. By the time he went to do allocation, they went and scattered the entire allocation, and people came at him. He traveled. He located. So one day, he was in a meeting with one of our mentors, and he was saying, sir, it's not like I want to run, but the pressure was too much. The pressure was too much. I don't want to run. And our mentor said, okay, you know what? You can't solve the problem at this your state. Do you have the mind to do another project? Go and announce to them to give you time. Do another project and solve the problem. Because you can't run away. Running away, it's a he that fights and run away. You will live to fight another day. That fight is still waiting. So face the fight. Face the fight. Because customer buys trust. They're not buying products. You can see this lady said, the reason why she's buying is not because of the phone. It's because of the people who did the phone. What they are selling to, she can always trust it. You can trust the process. There are many of you who have been with us for almost 10 years in this place. Today, I can see one or two people who have been with us for 10 years. I can see one person. I can see second person, third person, fourth person. Why have you been with us? Trust. You can trust that these people, they will never swindle you. You can trust that what belongs to you, if we see it in our coffers, we will get it across to you. So trust is very important. Build trust. Let it be that when you say good morning, people will not go and confirm. Maybe there are some people that when they say good morning to you, you need to go and check outside and say, is it morning or afternoon? There are people you cannot give money to keep. It's like when you get a dog and say, keep this bone. And the dog is saying, me. Are you talking about me? He's saying, keep the bone. Say, bone. So, You see, even thieves cannot give themselves money to keep. So a gang of thieves will say, come, no, none of you will keep the money. Let's go and look for another person who is trusted and give the money to keep. So everybody is looking for who to trust. If you are somebody that people can trust, don't you think that you'll be attracting a lot of people? Everybody is looking for who, including the thief. The thief stole, swindled people, did fraud, but he's looking for who can I trust to keep the money. A particular corrupt politician stole a lot of money, cash, put inside his boot. His driver opened the boot and saw dollars and said, and took some and put inside his pocket. And when they counted the money was not complete. They investigated and it got to the driver. See what this corrupt politician did to the driver. Dealt with him. So even dealt with him. So even the thief want people that can be trustworthy. Imagine that you are now that person that is trustworthy. Imagine what will happen. People will be looking for you. Some people, you can't give them money to keep. Once you give them money to keep, the money was 50,000 when you gave them. After some time, it became 45,000. After some time, it became 25,000. Before you know it, the day you are asking for the money, it says remaining 5,000. It will remain. For some people, they are so bad, it will not remain. It will not remain. Be trustworthy. A customer pays money into your account. The reason why that customer paid the money into your account, 2 reasons. Maybe he didn't have any other option. The second may be that I should be able to trust this person now. They now trusted you. And you know what? One thing about when you break trust, once you have broken it, it is hard to mend. You will need to really do a lot to mend it. It is mendable, and how do you mend it is to repent and start doing, what they call hyper performer in terms of the area of trust. You need to be telling people, you can trust me now. I'm a changed man. I'm a changed man. You know what they say, a cheater, always most people, when that trust has been broken, it can be cracked. So do everything to protect your name, protect yourself. Somebody gives you money, let the money. In fact, some people are so good in keeping those things that the currency you gave them the money will still remain. The exact notes will still remain because of how they keep it. And if you know that what somebody will not eat, you shouldn't be smelling it. If you know that temptation can happen, design a system to remove it from you. So when customers say, I want to pay into your account, don't pay. Don't pay. Don't pay. I will look for the company account. You must pay into the company. It's not even ethical for you to give people your personal account for them to pay. But that's even assuming that it happened. Can they trust you to deliver it? I have seen people, it's not just that they took the money they gave them, they ate it. They even not design a system for them to be giving them money and they kept eating it. We've had to jail somebody in this company now that was doing that. A person went to Kirikiri. That one is confirmed. So everybody's looking for who to trust. Are you that person that they can trust? Can you set up a system that can help you deliver the kind of value that customers will be looking for? Are you a honest person? Are you transparent? Sometimes you may not have eaten the money, but because you were not transparent with the dealing, it looks like misappropriation. They gave you money to buy diesel. That was what the money was allocated for. By the time you got to the place where the generator was, you discover that the generator is faulty. If you buy diesel and put inside a faulty generator, it will still not work, Abi? Normally, what should you do? Repair the generator, Abi? So you went ahead and repaired the generator with some money and bought less diesel And at the end of the generator worked. But when the inspectors came, they came to check how much diesel you bought and saw that you bought less than the money they gave you. All of a sudden, they say you have misappropriated. Some of those people that you hear on the news, alleged fraud, they did not do it, or some of them did not do it. Is the fact that there was no transparent process. So what are you supposed to do? The moment you saw that the generator was not working, the first thing is report that the generator is not working. Okay, I'll stop in number 6. I can't do up to 10. Report that the generator is not working. All right? And they cannot say, okay, but I've called somebody that will repair it and they are going to take. Just be transparent. When you are transparent about most things, that's a way of trust. Be sincere. Be truthful. When you tell people things, they should believe you. Don't tell people things to make them buy that is not true. Where is the place? Lekki. Where in Lekki? Heart of Lekki. The heart of Lekki. Where is the heart of Lekki? Inside the heart. Okay. The place is in Ibeju Lekki. It's along Lekki Ekpe Expressway. How long is the place inside? As a stone throw. If you stay at the junction and throw stone, it will get to the site. Only for them to get there. 3 hours later, they have not gotten to where you can throw stone. All in the B2. Somebody bought land from the diaspora, from a company. The day the person went to see the place, the woman started crying. He said, "Oh, wow, what is scam me? They have scammed me." And be transparent to always tell your client, see, send somebody to come and check. You know, that kind of a thing. So that tomorrow they will not say you deceived them. Because some customers too can be very funny. They will just leave everything because they want to nail you one day. They say, okay, no, I did not go and visit the site. Oh, it was what she told me that I believe. I want to use a wrong English. Told them what to be told. Told them the right thing. Let me do number 6. Innovative solution. Innovative solution. Every customer will buy innovative solution. How innovative are you in rendering solutions? It's more like the first one. How are you solving the problems of your customer? Do you carry their problems as your own problem? Do you bring something to the table? Do you bring solutions to the table? Is it that whenever your customer sees your call or your message, their heart goes up like, they have come again? You are like the tormentor of your customers. So for you, you are supposed to give your customers peace of mind. Be innovative about the things you provide for them. I think I'll just rush and finish it so that we won't have to. So be innovative. Render good solution. Ensure that you are always thinking for the customer. Customers love people who think for them. Before you have seen the problem, solve it and give them the solution. You make life easy for them. Then number 7 is competitive pricing. Competitive pricing. Some of you have discount vouchers that you don't know of. Hope you know that if you earn commission from your transaction, that's a discount voucher. You are earning 10%. What stops you from giving your customer 5% as a discount? What stops you from giving your customer 2.5% at a discount? Because every customer, no matter how rich they are, they still want some form of discount. I am one person that I price things anywhere in the world. If you say you are not giving me, I'll say, okay, I bought it to your price. Give me what they call all those things they give, what they call it? More like free gift, freebies. Oh yeah, give me freebies. We entered a particular shop and it was a well-structured shop, a shop that you shouldn't price things. All the prices are on the tag. And I got there, I said, okay, you know what? I want to buy 2. What discount will you give me for 2? And they say, we don't really price. I said, go and call your manager. And she came with manager. Manager said, okay, I can give you manager discount. Can you see? It means there is discount everywhere. Customers look for that. We went to buy shoe for someone one day, and when we're buying the first one, they say the first one is so and so amount, and if you buy the second one, you get it 50% discount in the second one. I was forced to buy two. It's psychology they are using for you, but it's working. I know it's psychology, but it still worked on me. Because if you only buy one, you have not enjoyed what they have said. If you buy two, you will enjoy it, even though it's the same psychology. So if the one is $100, but if you buy two, we'll give you at $150. But if you buy one, you spend $100. Why don't Google add $50 and take two? That psychology they work. So customers love those kind of things. That's why in this company we don't stop promo. There will always be one promo. There will always be one discount structure, and you have a right to discount your customers' products based on your allowable commission. That's a voucher. You throw in the voucher. Those kind of things will always get a customer. Number 8, unwavering consistency. The customer want to see that today you came, you said it was white. Tomorrow when you come, you don't say it is blue. Next tomorrow when you come, you say it's yellow. The thing about saying the truth is that the truth is consistent. Lie, you will not even remember the lie you lied the last time. You want to lie another one. So customers always want to have somebody that is consistent. They can rely on what you have said. They can rely on the things that you have told them. It's one of the things that happen when you are always consistent is that customers will now come to a point where they now rely on you, where they can make decisions and say, don't worry, you will take care of it. Number 9, customers like to be rewarded. They love to be rewarded. During the Christmas period, we did like gift for some of our customers, maybe like the top 10